Welcome back, everybody, to the Cypress Sports Show. I'm Jeff Russell. This is Mark Slevcove. The show is brought to you by Coach's Corner, your go-to spot before and after the game. Today, we're going to check in with some wrestlers, Andy Perez and Eli Kruger, get some info on some upcoming competitions and events, and talk to some more athletes and staff members in our Subs and Grubs segment, How Well Do You Know? Coach Slevcove, we're off and running in the winter sports. Totally busy time right now. Lots of athletes out on the fields, on the courts, lots of games being played. What do we have for the update?
Yeah, we're definitely in tournament season as all of our sports are going heavy and hard in preseason tournaments. Boys basketball last week went 1-1 in their games. They beat Cerritos on Wednesday and then lost to Los Alamitos on Friday night. This week they're playing in the Sonora tournament. They opened the tournament with the loss against Capo Valley on Tuesday, dropping our record to 2-3, but they got many more chances this week in the remainder of that Sonora tournament. Girls basketball won the Valley Christian tournament over Rolling Hills Prep. They beat Gar, Yorba Linda, and Calvary Chapel to get to the championship. Isabella Caceres was named the tournament MVP, and Maya Collins and Vanessa Gonzalez were all tournament. The girls are off to an awesome 8-1 start, so keep it up, ladies. Way to go, Coach Rivera. Boys soccer team lost to Catella last week 3-1 and lost a close game to Buena Park 1-0 on Monday. We were out there watching it. We had a lot of shots on goal. Ball was definitely on our half of the field quite a bit. We just couldn't punch one in to tie up the game. Girls soccer team won the Bellflower tournament on Monday night. They played in the championship and defeated Apple Valley in PKs to win the tourney title. Congrats to Coach Nicole and Coach Chrissy and all the girls on their victory. Girls water polo team defeated Garden Grove last Thursday 14-4 before playing in the Claremont tournament and placing 5th over the weekend after going 2-2 in the tourney with wins over West Hills and Valley View. Jasmine Lopez and Audrey Clark were offensive powerhouses. And then on Tuesday, the girls came back and had to travel out to Yorba Linda and were defeated 14-7. Boys wrestling participated in the Westminster tournament over the weekend. As a team, we placed 5th behind some perennial county powers, and we had 6 individual placers, including Vince Partington, 3rd place, heavyweight Ferris Saba in 4th place. And on the girls' side, they were in the Santa Ana Invite last Saturday. Ariel Penalosa finished 8th, Kayla Pablo finished 5th, and Daisy Ruiz finished 3rd. We had a few top wrestlers out with injury and illness as well.
Yeah, winter is totally packed with games for all sports. Definitely get out, check out those games, check out those events, and participate in as much of it as you possibly can the next couple weeks before we start league. Most sports will start league after the winter break. One of the sports that will start before break is wrestling. And today we will talk with some wrestlers and get some insight into their season. But first, let's check in with some athletes and staff in our Subs and Grubs segment. How well do you know your winter sports rules? Here's what they had to say.
All right, we're back with Miss Monera, senior basketball player Kassan White, math teacher Mr. Leptic, Mr. G, math teacher, song leader senior Ashlyn Sawyer, social science teacher Mr. Case, senior basketball player Maya Collins, senior soccer player Isaac Vargas, and senior wrestler Vita Piquel, senior wrestler Eli Kruger, senior soccer player Alex. We want to know how well you know winter sports rules.
Oh gosh, okay.
I'm ready. Bring it.
I know the rules.
Okay, first one, how many people play on each side in a soccer game?
What?
In a soccer game, 11 on 11.
How many on each side?
11. Or 22, if there's 2, yeah.
I'm ready. Bring it.
Like 9? 6?
6, is she right?
No.
How many?
11 aside.
A soccer game? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Not 8?
11.
11.
8?
Bring it.
11.
All right, how many people play on each side in a soccer game?
Don't know.
How long is the shot clock in basketball?
shot clock.
20 seconds? 23?
23 seconds.
Maybe? 22?
Oh, 15?
24.
24
35
seconds.
high school. 24.
Got it.
30.
For boys or girls?
Oh. Yeah, it's even 30.
What do you think?
30.
12 seconds.
12 seconds. Okay.
24 seconds.
What about in high school?
24 seconds.
In high school,
Yeah.
I'm gonna say 45 seconds.
You almost said minutes.
Yeah, I almost said this.
You play basketball, right?
Yeah. I mean, like, I think 30 seconds or 24?
24 seconds?
30 or 24?
How about in your game last night? How long was the shot clock? You don't know?
30 seconds? Tony answered.
And the pros is 24 seconds.
We're at high school.
35.
How far is a penalty shot in water polo?
Water polo?
3 water polo players. Length.
Like in feet?
15 feet.
10 feet.
15 feet.
10 feet?
Do they go by like feet or
Centimeters. Yeah, in centimeters.
That's a lot of centimeters.
No, like, I don't know. Like, I'm gonna say like a 5 yards out or something.
Or meters.
Like 5 meters.
5 meter.
5 meters.
Yeah, they usually go by meters because there's too many centimeters.
Okay. I don't know what are sports like that. 10.
How far is a penalty shot in water polo?
5 meters.
How many points for a reversal in wrestling?
I have no idea. That's just an X, dude. I don't know. 1 million jelly beans.
I'm ready. Bring it.
2. I'll give you 2.
Oh, 2.
A reversal in wrestling is 3 points.
3. 2.
Reversal. 2.
2.
-1.
Next one, how many points do girls basketball players get for a three-pointer?
Oh, there needs to be equality. So, the same as the boys.
How many is a 3-pointer normally? Same as guys. I would hope. 3.
Oh, wow. How many points for a 3-pointer? 3 points?
3.
3.
3 points.
3. I hope I know that one.
What sport does 2 yellows equal a red?
Two yellows. Oh, that's soccer.
Soccer?
Soccer.
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 And last one, a lot of people leave town in the winter, but what sport hates to travel?
What sport hates to travel?
Can you repeat that?
And a lot of people leave town in the winter, but what sport hates to travel?
Or winter sport? Oh, golf? No, that's. Oh, I play golf.
Golf? I don't know. Water polo?
Don't know that one.
Oh, basketball. Yeah, basketball.
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 Basketball? Girls basketball. Is that a winter sport?
Yeah, girls
Okay.
basketball.
So they hate to travel because they have to bring all their hair stuff.
I'm ready. Bring it.
All right, well, thanks to Subs and Gross for sponsoring How Well Do You Know? Today, we are excited to welcome wrestlers Andy Perez and Eli Kruger to the program. Welcome, guys.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
Are you?
Yeah. There.
Well, hey, start of the season, you guys are in a lot of tournaments, things like that, a lot of one-day events. How do those help you when we get to league and CIF?
Well, of course, they prepare us to become ready for tough competition. And thanks to Lumber, he puts us in good tournaments, so we're ready for CIF and for anyone coming in our way. So.
Yeah, season's nice and long, helps us get on weight. That way once we get up to state, we're nice and ready.
So you guys had a tournament this past weekend, and some of the best teams in the county are there. And obviously makes it rough, and that does help you, right, when we get to, playoffs and things like that, right?
Yeah.
Are you guys going to see any of the guys you wrestled this last weekend at Westminster?
Westminster, oh yeah, St. John Bosco, Survey, all the same guys will all be there.
Right, so you're going to see those same guys in
All
CIF competition.
The whole
CIF,
year.
the whole year.
Is there one specific tournament or one event that stands out as your favorite, or one you would really like to win more than another throughout the season?
Personally, no, but if I were to choose like a good tournament, definitely this weekend, the Man. Definitely one of the toughest tournaments. We have Buchanan, I'm pretty sure it's number 1 in the state team.
Number 1 in state, yeah.
So going against any of their guys will definitely prepare us for state CIF Masters.
If I had to choose one, not the Man, probably be CIF.
There you go.
Or state all the way, be number 1 in the world. Yeah.
Number 1 in the world?
For the state tournament, number 1 in the world.
Just the state, just the state. The universe, that'll come later.
Best in the universe.
Best in the universe.
Oh, yeah.
Well, how did you guys get into wrestling? Was wrestling a part of like your family? Anybody in your family an athlete or a wrestler?
My dad wrestled when he was in high school. He wrestled at Santa Ana, and ever since I was young, he put me in wrestling. So I've always been wrestling. Took a break when I was in about middle school, and then in high school I joined back. Started getting good again, not getting whooped so often, and I started to like it, and that's mostly my parents. Parents put me in.
Yeah, my brother wrestled growing up, so I'd always be watching him. He went here, Cypress, same thing, 2018 or something like that. But then I wasn't going to wrestle in high school, but then, of course, Lundberg found me. Peer pressured the heck out of me to start wrestling. That was really bad.
Lundberg is a
I was
great
I was basically forced into this, so.
You can't say that. Well, it seems like in wrestling, weight is a huge concern and something you guys focus on and are aware of all the time. How much do you weigh right now?
I don't want to say it. Lundberg will be mad at me.
What do you weigh?
I'm usually on weight. Right now, I'm probably like 160 flat.
160 flat. All right. So the weight class is to help to make the sport more competitive, your competition more competitive. You're wrestling at 160. You're wrestling at 132s. Is it stressful to think about your weight on a daily basis, or just a way to get kids involved and make it competitive sport?
Yeah, definitely. Watching your weight is one thing, and especially like sometimes when you're eating lunch, you have to be, how much does this cheeseburger weigh? You have to, and then, I mean, honestly, in life, you go places and you're like, that's going to be a lot of weight right there. Just off of a drink. Water weighs a lot, too.
Yeah. Water is one of the most heavy things that you could do, so you're a dry tongue when you're cutting weight almost all the time. That's bad.
Do you guys think about those things when, like you said, when you're eating? Do you think about, if I eat this dessert, I got to run like 5 miles and
all
the
time.
Every day.
All the time, you're like, exercise equals food.
I was not told about this before I joined.
Well, what makes wrestling the perfect sport for you guys then? I mean, it's tough. What makes it the best sport for you guys to compete in?
I think just being able to wrestle, it like prepares you for anything. And I mean, I think it's the best sport for me because I just like it a lot. And I mean, just learning the moves, the little tiny techniques and the details of every move just makes me like want to wrestle, makes me want to learn, makes me want to learn new moves and always progress and get better. And especially when it comes to competition, you get to try those new moves on people, and sometimes they're pretty sick, and put them on the highlight reel.
Nice.
Make them look.
There's a lot of moments for highlight reels, and it feels really nice. That's why I'm into this.
You guys got a highlight reel?
Oh, yeah.
In the making.
In the making. On the TikTok, on the gram, where is it?
Everywhere.
Everywhere?
The whole universe.
Universe, man. Yeah, the universe. Come on, coach.
ESPN, they'll be posting me soon.
All right, are there some ways, specific ways that wrestling has influenced you or impacted you positively, your high school experience, whatever it may be?
Oh yeah, wrestling, it has changed my life entirely, especially Mr. Lundberg. I didn't have that many friends coming in, and then I joined wrestling, and it's like a family out there, man. Like, I was accepted by everyone. I gained so many friends. It was amazing.
Awesome.
Like, best thing that could happen to me.
But you were forced
Coming into
into it.
freshman year. I was forced into it. I didn't know what was best for me, you know?
Yeah, you definitely meet a lot of new people, a lot of new connections, a lot of new friends. It's definitely a unique experience, and I recommend it to anyone.
So wrestling is unique. You have an individual component to it, and you also have a team component to it. Is one more important than the other, and how do they kind of work together?
I mean, individual and team are very two different things, but they connect together just for the sole purpose of supporting one each other. In an individual tournament, you support your teammates, and you're always there for them if they need something. And then as a team, you wrestle all together at the same time and support each other. And I mean, it just builds together as a family. A team is very, like, you have to be like connected with each other, and you just have to be ready to support no matter what happens. And I mean, you just gotta be helpful.
Yeah, even at tournaments, one guy's going, right on the sidelines, everyone else is there. One guy's recording, one guy's coaching. We're all supportive of each other, even no matter who it is.
Well, what makes someone a great wrestler?
Ooh, grit and just absolute dedication to the sport. That makes you perfect. You'll see guys out there, faces messed up, cauliflower ear, and it just shows. You could tell when a guy's put his life into this, and that's what really makes you great.
Yeah, definitely dedication and just the hours. Because the only way you're going to get better in this sport is just repetition. You could only get so good with only spending a couple hours a day. You got to put in the work. You got to put in the time. And that's what makes you stand out against the rest.
Yeah, we had Mr. Boardwine on, who coached wrestling back in the day. He said the same thing. He had a champion wrestler, and the reason that guy became a champion was exactly that. He was willing to put in the extra time on the mat to be able to get to that championship level. And it's a tough thing to do, especially with conditioning, eating, everything, schoolwork, and then put in extra time on the mat to be a success. So, well, at this point in the show, we are going to do some fast questions. Don't think too much on them. Whatever comes to your mind, they should be fun. Just answer. You guys ready?
Who goes first on these?
I'm on.
Okay.
You going first? You sure?
I mean, if that's a good question.
All right, here we go. You ready? All right. What 2 words would you use to describe yourself as a wrestler?
Ooh.
Kind of like interviewing an econ class today. Instead of 3 words, just 2.
You prepared me for this.
I know. We worked on it.
Why am I not
2
good
words
at
for a
this?
wrestler. You. How about this? Andy, describe Eli
Oh,
in 2
no.
words.
Let's not ask him that.
No?
Okay, no, I'll go. Hyper,
Hyper.
hyper strong. I don't know.
Hyper strong, okay?
No, smart. Hyper smart.
Hyper smart, strong, hyper, okay? That's 2.
You got more time to think about this.
Quick thinker.
Quick thinker, all right. Most memorable match that you've had here at Cypress in your time? Do you have a memorable match?
First, most memorable match for me was probably last year at senior night. It was against Pacifica, and I had a really close match, and I barely won. And a lot of all the seniors last year graduating, it was really emotional, as they were all brought out with all their stuff and balloons and all that. And it was really sad. I think I almost cried for the first time in my life.
Best match definitely was, I think it was in Downey. It was a duel, and I was losing 14-2, I think. And I get a fireman's carry, and I put him straight to his back, and I pin him.
Nice.
Wow.
Nice.
And that's definitely one of the most memorable matches I have.
Very cool, very cool. Any game day rituals that you guys follow before, after, whatever, mostly before the match?
Four. Right when I walk up, I jump and I slap my head really hard 2 times.
That
like
explains.
that. And it's perfect.
That explains.
That explains a lot.
That
in fact,
explains
huh?
a lot.
I knew you were gonna say that joke. I knew you were gonna say that, Russell.
Too easy. Too easy.
Back
Ritual, yeah, definitely
could
back
do
slap, or usually you put on the little anklets. You grab the anklet, you go the other face the other way, put on the anklet, 2 slaps to the thigh, and then 2 smacks to the face, and then you get ready to wrestle.
We may have already answered this, I'm not sure, but you guys know who Hulk Hogan is.
Oh yeah.
Famous wrestler, right? WWF, whatever, right? Yeah. You know, rips his shirt off. Who is the Hulk Hogan of our wrestling team?
Ferris, definitely Ferris.
Our heavyweight.
Our heavyweight.
He's the
Big
guy.
man.
We should watch him.
Oh, yeah.
You should have watched him.
What advice would you give an athlete who is thinking of going out for wrestling? You kind of answered it, but if you had one thing that you would tell somebody thinking about going out for wrestling, what would you tell them?
Forget about everything I said about cutting weight. It's fine. Like if you're a beginner, it's nothing. You won't have to deal with it. It's not that bad.
It's not too bad, yeah. Especially with Lumber there.
Yeah.
He'll definitely
He'll
make you have fun.
Yeah.
Good. Favorite wrestling move?
Ankle pick.
Ankle pick. Definitely the crossface cradle.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Crossface
Very nice.
Learn from the best.
Learn from Lumber.
Cradle kick.
Hey, Lumber does a great job. Do you guys know Lumber's move? Named
Lumbergo.
after him. Lumbergo, that's
I
right.
like that one
That's
too.
right.
That one's a good one too.
All right, well, thanks to wrestlers Andy Perez and Eli Kruger for being here today. Thanks again to our sponsors, Subs and Grub and Coach's Corner, for supporting the show. Get over to Subs and Grubs for lunch, and then Coach's Corner before and after these wrestling matches and any of the other winter sports. Thanks again for watching. We'll see you again next week with more coach and athlete interviews. Have a great week. We'll see you then.